is up, everybody? Welcome back to another KBO Collections Hobby Drive on a cold Wednesday morning. Definitely cold day, somewhere in the range of 5 degrees upon waking. Not really supposed to get much warmer today. I think we're gonna hit maybe the mid-20s, something like that. So definitely gonna be a cold day all day. Now, so I've got a truck here doing some random stuff in front of me. He's a delivery truck. Okay, there we go. Get around him. We'll make it all work out. So anyway, so I've got a question for everybody out there. I'm just kind of wondering, because it seems like recently I'm becoming the John Mandingo of Korea, because everybody wants to see my junk. Sorry, the bad dad joke. But anyway, no, legit question. Am I becoming the John Mangini of Korea? And I ask this because it's kind of funny that I've been a member of one of these forums in Korea for a long time. A few years. And I've used it to buy cards. Like, I'm generally a buyer, and what I'm talking about by buy cards, I mean, like, it's modern stuff. It's generally Cardinals, like modern Cardinals, maybe some Hall of Fame autographs, things like that. And I've utilized this forum for a decent amount to buy stuff. But recently, as I've been organizing my collection and stuff, I decided, I was like, I would like to, just kind of share some of my collection and talk a little bit about it. Like, maybe, show this to some of the people here that maybe haven't seen things like this. So I find myself mentioning the word rare in my posts quite often. And not even me, like, some of the guys that, that read them, like, one of the guys said rare, and one of the, they're all talking about rare. But yeah, some of the stuff's rare, but some of it isn't really that rare. It's just old, right? I don't know. I mean, I guess old could mean rare, depending on how you look at it. Definitely not as rare as John Mangini stuff, so I'll never be on that level. But anyway, basically, I've been posting some stuff. Like, I did a post about the 1955 Bowman umpires, because I'm building that set. I'm building the 55 Bowman set, so I just did a post showing the umpires that I have. I have 12 out of the 31, so there are 31 in the set. I have 12 of them currently, and I just did a post and talked about them, and everybody thought that was really cool. That was actually the most interacted with post that I've done in a long time. Like, everybody's like, wow, they did umpire cards. This is pretty strange, wild, weird, and cool all in one. So a lot of interaction on that one, definitely. And then another thing that I posted my 1951 Stan Musial Wheaties, his action portrait. And again, I gave some background on it, talking about how it's like a 30 athlete set. Only 10 of them are only 10 are baseball players, and each athlete has two versions. They have an action and a portrait version. So I'm just giving them some base information like this, and then showing the card. Also got a decent amount of response to it. Still nowhere near the umpire response, but still a lot of response. And then another thing that I posted, and then a lot of times the response, it depends on when you post it, right? If I post it earlier in the morning, I'll get more response, because people like to check that when they get up or whatever. So if I post it in the late afternoon, I may not get as much response, because people are at work or doing whatever. So anyway, so I'm not worried about that. That's not the whole thing, but I'm just sharing some of the stuff here in this forum. And then I also recently posted about the 1967 Venezuelan tops cards. And I posted my my Lube Rock in there, and I was talking about how the 67 tops is believed to be like not been sanctioned by tops, where the other ones before were like approved and printed and stuff by tops, or printed by an approved person by tops and stuff. But the 67s kind of like, they think, were never approved by tops, and they were just printed by a company called Sports Graphico, which is like a magazine company, kind of like, say, Sports Illustrated or something there at the time. But yeah, so basically that's and I posted that, and then I've gotten some response to that. And yeah, just been doing that. Just been sharing those different cards and stuff on the forum, and like I said, been getting good reactions, because a lot of people are like posting comments. They're like, "Wow, I never knew anything like this existed." Like I'm getting a lot of stuff like that. Like, "Oh man, this is really neat. I learn something new every day. I've never seen cards like this," and things, because yeah, I mean, here it's largely a modern market. Largely a modern market, and largely a basketball modern market, which is kind of funny, because it seems that basketball, well, the thing is, I think basketball really took over when the cards got so expensive here recently. Like, everybody was looking to hit the lottery, is what I believe happened. Because I don't think that basketball increased in popularity that much here. I just think that people basically was like, "Oh, this is my get rich quick ticket, and I'll cash in on all these basketball cards." And I think that happened in a lot of places. So anyway, there's a lot of basketball collectors and stuff. But the thing is, ultimately, there aren't a lot. I mean, I've seen a few guys that have some vintage stuff here. Not a lot. Not a lot of guys with vintage stuff. Yeah, and I definitely rarely see anybody post about any of the vintage stuff. Now, the thing is, I collect vintage, I collect modern, I collect KBO, like Korean cards. I collect a lot of different things. But yeah, so anyway, I think I'm maybe becoming John Mangini over here in Korea, because I'm kind of I'm sort of the vintage whisperer, like I'm educating the world on the vintage. And I'm using John because here's the thing, it's like there are many other guys out there. There are Rick, vintage oddball cards, there's Mike, baseball collector, things like that. And there are many others beyond that have a lot of great vintage collections that they're showing off. But John came to mind just because people kept throwing around the word rare when I was like showing these cards. So, since the word rare kept coming up, it's like, yeah, I must be becoming John. So anyway, I'm not as good looking as John, but that's, what can I say? My nunchuck skills, they're not existent. Like they don't exist. So I mean, I could use size, I guess, to kind of open up a can of whoop ass. But I mean, that's like a bull in a china shop. That's what I'd be. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you think I'm becoming John. So that's all. Take it easy. Peace.